Welcome to One Question at a Time, the TSI series. Question number 58. A colony of Escherichia coli is inoculated from a petri dish into a test tube containing 50 milliliters of nutritious broth. The test tube is placed in a 37 degrees Celsius incubators and agitators. After 1 hour, the numbers of bacteria in the test tube is determined to be 8 times 10 to the power of 6. Given that the doubling time of Escherichia coli is 20 minutes with agitations at 37 Celsius degree, approximately how many bacteria should the test tube contain after 8 hours of roll? So let's highlight the keywords here. Okay, so we don't care about some factors, which is just like the informations. That numbers, the 37 degree of Celsius is not really important here. Then we have contain 50 milliliters of the product. That's just how they grow the bacteria. And then the numbers we need to looking at is 1 hours. Then the population is that numbers. Then we have the doubling time and measurement of that doubling time. Okay, and then we have the question is 8 hours of roll. How many mean the populations after 8 hours of roll? So this one is the rowing questions, which is have the new population P that's equal the population initially a P naught multiplied by this one they doubling time, so base 2 to the power of x. And here we will have label. This is the new populations. Okay, this is the initial populations. And x right here is how many times is double the populations. Okay, so now they don't give you the initial populations, but they say, hey, I give you the hint that 1 hours, okay, 1 hours you roll to 8 times 10 to the power of 6 individuals. So to calculate 8 hours, we need to know the initial populations. And we need to know how many times the population is double. So they say its doubling time is 20 minutes. It means 1 hours. This is when your x equals 3. You double the populations 3 times. So let's do this. We will have, this is the new populations after 1 hours. Okay, so 8 times 10 to the power of 6, that equal the B naught which is the initial population, we don't know. Then we multiply by 2 to the power of 3. Based on that clue, based on this clue, we can find the B naught, which is the initial populations. Okay, by divide both sides by 2 to the power of 3, which is 8. Okay, so we divide both sides by 8. You will have B naught is 10 to the power of 6. Cancel that 8. Okay, now we can try the formula one more time. So we have the new populations is equal to B naught, which is initial population we just calculate, is 10 to the power of 6. Multiply by 2 is the double time, and to the power of x. Now the question is, we have 8 hours to row. So 8 hours. Each hours we have 3 doubling time, right? So if 8 hours you multiply by 3, you will have here is x equal 8 hours multiplied by 3 time per hours, and x is equal 24. Okay, so x equal 24. Now we just calculate the new populations. P is equal to 10 to the power of 6 times 2 to the power of 24. And 2 to the power of 24 is a big numbers. We can use the calculators. And this is the answer for that. So you will have P is 167777216 times 10 to the power of 6. If we learn about the decimal, we know the decimal is right here. And we redo this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 place. I can rewrite a P equal and round it up. So I will have 1.7. Okay, because right here is 7. It's bigger than 5, so we round up to 1 unit. So that will be 1.7. And how many? 7 more. So we have 7 moving digits. So we add the power of 10. So 6 and 7. The final answer is new population is 1.7 times 10 to the power of 13. 6 and 7 is 13. So D is the correct answer. So the extra informations we kind of like covered right there is the 37 Celsius degree of Celsius. Is like they're just telling us like with the same conditions of rowing, so it's making sure the rate of rowing will be the same. And also right here is just the conditions how to row that populations. Thank you for participating in this series and see you next time.